YouTubes. It's muggier than a damn Mississippi midget trying to be a Mac Daddy in the midst of summer. It's freaking... I could swim through this air right now. And these two right here, they're just like friends. They just kick it, fight a little bit, wrestle, play with a boot, bite each other. Oh, she loves that tail. He just loves messing with him in that tail. So we're on the homesteads. I was thinking about just firing this thing up because I'm about to start chopping a bunch more trees. So I'd never do that on live TV. I'd never even make a video of that. I'd just do the aftermath. So if there is no aftermath, that means I died doing it. But I think I showed this in the last video. That's that tree more or less. You know, the good of the bulk of the good wood. Except for that, that's a big log from another tree. And then we got another stump right here. That's pretty much that tree. I gotta clean up that end, but you know, you got a lot of the top tree that ain't good for nothing really. Some of those really big branch. I mean, you could be super particular about taking a tree down and using every inch, but right now, you know, like I've talked about before, we're just trying to clear land, and so that involves just, you know, yeah, you're trying to save a bunch of wood, but I wouldn't be all that hurt or upset if I had somebody come in here, clear cut a bunch of my land and take all the wood with them. You know, once you're out here, I mean, I know you don't get it back. I wouldn't cut down everything. I got 5 acres of woods, so I figure, you know, you cut down 2 acres of woods. I'm talking about down to the ground where you just got two acres of just grass field. That's what I'm shooting for, and maybe mix in a tree here or there. But trees are maintenance. These trees are big as hell. These trees are probably, I don't know, I'm not good at measuring height like that, but shit, I mean, if that's 10 feet and that's 20 feet and that's 30 feet, 40 feet, I mean, these trees are over 100 foot tall, I bet, a bunch of them. So I mean, they're really tall trees. Some are thicker than others. You know, like this one's a real big, thick one. Here's one that's a lot skinnier. So got a lot of that, and of course every time I go to fire this damn thing up, this beagle is crying like a little biatch in the background. So here's another one that's dead. This one's dead next to one that's alive. So that one's gonna come down. I'm gonna chop that one. I left these like this, so hopefully my dozer guy can get enough of a grip on these stumps and just push them over, instead of me having to get a stump grinder or burn them out, because I'm having to burn a bunch out. If you see little stumps around, I either, you know, trying to burn them is probably the best, because a lot of times what I'm learning out here in Arkansas, anyways, up here where I'm at, it's just all rock. I mean, it's just completely, almost all rock everywhere. And trying to figure out what is using up so much of my, what's using up so much of my juice and making my phone overheat. If it's just this app or what. But if I lose you, that's because the phone's overheating. So where was that? The burning of, well, when you go to cut these trees down low, You know, say if you wanted to cut them parallel with the ground, there's rocks and shit in the trees. There's tons of rocks. Like almost every tree that I go to cut down low to the ground, I make sure I got all the rock and everything cleared around it. Nothing to hit. Go to saw through the damn tree, and the trees have rocks in it. I mean, everything's got rocks in here. Trees grow around shit, so you know, there's, you know, out here there'll be a piece of wire somebody hung and you know, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and that wire is now running through the middle of the tree, you know. This is the jungle out here. So a lot of times, every time I'm trying to cut down trees close to the ground like that, I'm running into messing up my blade on my chainsaw. So seems like I've kind of gone away from trying to cut those parallel with the ground and more trying to hopefully leave them long so they could be pushed over, but we'll see how it goes. But I got 1, 2, 3, well, I got 1, 2, 3 for sure trees that I'm looking at dropping this weekend. One is like an easy one. Well, they're both, there's two that are like medium difficulty, and then there's one that I don't know, man. I mean, if I do it just right, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, it seems like the lower you cut the tree, you know, or lower you notch the tree, the more you can control it. The risk you run when you're cutting them up high, so far in my experience out here, is when you cut them up high to leave something for somebody to push over, you don't get that exact direction that you're trying to drop a tree. When you cut a tree down low, you can drop it damn near on a dime, you know. But when the higher up you're cutting, the tree becomes like way more unpredictable. So it's another thing to take into account about cutting these up high. So I'm gonna end up cutting a bunch of these low and just trying to burn them out this weekend, just because that's what I gotta do. And then my guy will come out here and clear the land, but he's just gonna push over the trees where the foundation's gonna go. And I'll see what wood I can get out of it. You know, I'll try to cut like the, you know, the mid sections out of them and roll them out of the way or something like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not opposed to getting everything pushed into a pile and having one massive bonfire. So I know, you know, I know people everybody doesn't think the same. It's like sacrilege to, what up, HD? It's like sacrilege to burn other places, but out here we burn, baby, burn. And it's so muggy right now. It's probably gonna rain here any second, or I don't know. I haven't even checked the weather, but I know there were some sprinkles in the forecast. But we're fixing to have us a really good fire out here. Between getting down, at least I'm gonna drop this dead one here probably after this little chat. I'll drop that dead one, chop that thing up. That thing's gonna burn like, you know, like a bad aunt or a bad grandma on Thanksgiving cooking the turkey. I mean, it's gonna burn. So we'll burn that boy. But yeah, so we're cutting, hacking, and burning is the name of the game out here. This tree's coming out for sure. It's got a big old dealio right here where animals are probably running in and out of. So there's one that's gonna come down this weekend. That one on a it's a medium. I mean, if the wind's going, that tree might want to go into the house. So yeah, it's gotta be dead wind. And I gotta cut that thing down low, notch it, and drop it. And then I'm 50-50 on this one. This one's huge. It's already leaning kind of in a direction. I don't see any holes in it that chipmunks are using and stuff. And I already showed the one that's dead in the top. It's just dead all the way through. We're gonna have to drop that. And then There's this one, and there's a big old hole up there up top where rodents are running into chipmunks and squirrels and shit. So, yeah, out here cutting stuff down. And again, another thing with trying to clear up in that dense woods is it's extremely dangerous. These trees right here that are big, these 100-footers or whatever they are, I'm just guessing, give or take, they're dangerous alone. Just with space around them, they're dangerous enough. But once you get in tight and you're trying to drop trees in a tight space like that with a chainsaw, it becomes extremely dangerous. So it's better just to have this guy come in, push all those trees over. We're probably talking 10 to 15 good trees. So I could see myself maybe trying to go through there with like a big pry bar or a dig bar or something like that, and trying to get some pieces here and there out of some of that. But like I said, I'm not opposed to having one big old bonfire that's going to burn for, like a week or whatever. So it's nonstop. I had a tree that the power company cut when they put in the power pole. And it's funny because, I don't know, I don't know why they left it up. I have some guesses, but they left a little tree up. I try not to show off too much of what I'm doing here, but at the same time make some substance to it, So here we go here. It's bright as all hell out here. So they cut this big old tree, right, so they could get the power pole in. And now it's blooming off to the side. So I think it's gonna become a little lollipop on top. We'll see. And maybe I won't. I was gonna cut that one down, but maybe I'll just keep that one up and we'll just prune it like a little lollipop up there, and it'll be nice. I think that's a. Let's see. I think that's a red oak, I believe. I could be wrong. I've been trying to work on my plant identification and my tree identification out here, but it's tough, Like, there's a bunch of simple ones and there's a bunch of easier ones, but trees are like, they all look the same. Yeah, I guess they all look different. I don't know, but tree identification. This fool, he ain't gonna just shut up until I'm done. I'm gonna go in like a damn crybaby. Oh. So, got one inside dog, one outside dog. Sucks for the inside dog because, we were running the resort. He had to be inside. Still trying with his ass, but he's like a diva. You got this fool here, though. He's outside. Come here. Come here. You burning up or what? This fool right here. Let's sit. Let's see. He is like Aussie healer something mutt. He's a farm dog is what he is. Free farm dog. So he'll be a good little boy, but he's gonna be an outside dog. Just right from the bat. So make it easy on him. Try and make an inside dog outside. It's true, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Beagle's only like 2 years old, but he's such a damn prima donna. It's crazy. We got, this thing's gonna end up overheating and turning off, but we got, look at these tomatoes. Like, almost as tall as me. So problem I'm running into, I don't have my well in, so I'm going off of rain and then just trying to water as much as I can. But we got cucumber, we got red pepper, we got habaneros. Look at these habaneros, they're like swollen, huge. You got beans, you got like peas or snap peas or something. Yeah, don't know what's up with the strawberry deal. I think it needs to go into the ground. But it's hot as hell out here, man. I haven't even checked the temp. It's probably 90 with like 80% humidity or something like that. So chickens are doing good. The rooster is in with the chickens. I'm not gonna remove him until he becomes a problem, I guess, but he's cool. I mean, he's a cool fool. Come here, cool fool. Come here. Come here. He'll come to me. Come here. He knows what happened to the last rooster. Come on. What the hell are you doing? Come here. Come on. Yeah, the rooster will still let me pick him up. None of the girls will let me, but come here. Look at this. The puppy comes over here. He'll come over here. I see a puppy get packed by the damn rooster. He's on it. Come here, rooster. Hurry up before I eat you. Come here. Come here. This fool. Farm dog don't care. Farm dog lays around wherever he wants and just does whatever he wants. He probably wants to go inside. It's hot. It's hot. Come on, girls. This fool. I guess he won't come to me. Usually will. But chickens are doing good. They're not laying yet. But everything's good. Come on, Banjo. Let's go. Move. Come on. So that's what's up, man. Not much going on. Garden's super small. It's been hard to keep stuff plentiful, going right because of the water, water situation. Got to truck water in here. And then a lot of stuff got eaten up by bugs too, is another thing. So it's hot, and Arkansas is hot and full of bugs right now. Hot, muggy, and full of bugs right now at this moment, actually. So keep on doing what you're doing. Find your little spot and make it happen. You got lots of stuff going on with the building. Clearing's about to begin, foundation go in, and then the structure go up. And then it's off to the races from there, We'll frame it up, and it'd be a good deal. But hope everybody's doing good, and keep watching the videos. I'll keep dropping them. Peace.